Let me ask you something. Have you ever gotten into bed completely exhausted, but the moment your head hits the pillow, your brain goes into overdrive? You're replaying conversations from yesterday, planning tomorrow, thinking about that one email you forgot to send, wondering if you're falling behind again. And despite how tired your body is, your mind just refuses to let go. You're not alone, and more importantly, you're not broken. Today we're going to talk about why your brain won't shut off even when you've been running on empty. And more importantly, how you can shift that pattern so you can finally rest again. Let's get into it. My goal is to help high-achieving professionals relieve their stress, anxiety, overthinking, and burnout using practical strategies and techniques from our M3 method so they can enjoy their success without sacrificing their well-being. Number one, your brain isn't overactive, it's overprotective. Here's the first shift you need to make. When your mind won't stop spinning, it's not because you're weak, broken, or bad at relaxing. It's because your brain is doing its job. It just doesn't know it's safe to stop. An anxious mind is a protective mind. It's always scanning for threats, predicting worst case scenarios, and trying to stay 10 steps ahead of any possible failure or danger. And in high pressure environments, tech, engineering, medicine, research, this hyper alertness gets rewarded. You become the person who catches things before they break. The one who sees the risks that no one else sees. But that same system, it doesn't just turn off at the end of the workday because work is over. Number two, you've trained yourself into constant mental activation. Let's be honest, you didn't get here by accident. You've trained your brain to stay on at all times. Deadlines, problem solving, performance reviews, perfectionism, they all create a loop. Work hard, stay alert, fix the problem, feel safe, until the next problem. This creates what I call nervous system over-adaptation. Your baseline state of being becomes tension, and over time, relaxation doesn't feel peaceful. It feels unfamiliar and even unsafe. So your brain fills the silence with thought, because silence in your world has come to mean you're missing something, and you need to always be scanning for threats. Number three, thought spirals are a coping strategy, not a personality trait. Let's dismantle a lie here. You're not just an overthinker. You're someone whose mind has learned to seek control through analysis. When you're anxious, thinking becomes a tool for avoiding uncertainty. You'll think to yourself, if I just think it through enough, maybe I won't mess up. Maybe I'll avoid it. If I go over every detail, maybe I'll feel more in control and it'll be okay. But the truth is, that loop doesn't resolve your anxiety. It feeds it. Because the fact of the matter is, no amount of thinking can guarantee you certainty. And until your nervous system feels safe, your brain will keep chasing that certainty in circles. If you're a high-achieving professional that's struggling with stress, anxiety, and overthinking, I created a free gift just for you. My stress-free success guide gives you 5 simple science-backed strategies to calm your mind, reduce your stress, and regain control of your emotions so you can focus on what truly matters. These are practical, fast-acting techniques that fit seamlessly into your life and help you stay productive without suffering from mental and emotional roadblocks. Click the link in the description to grab your copy and start taking control of your mental and emotional health today. Number three, mental exhaustion is a nervous system problem, not a time management one. This is important. You can't solve this by just getting more done throughout the day so you'll be tired enough to sleep. Because your brain isn't responding to how much you did. It's responding to how safe you feel. You've probably had days where you've worked for 12 hours and still couldn't relax. This doesn't make any sense. Why? The reason is because your nervous system stayed activated the entire time. And what actually creates mental shutdown and wind down, the good kind, is regulation, not exhaustion. Calm is not the absence of activity. It's the presence of safety. Number four, the real problem is you've never learned how to wind down properly. Most high performers were taught how to gear up, but never how to gear down. You know how to always push through even when you're tired. You know how to meet expectations. You know how to suppress any emotions you're feeling to keep things moving. However, you never learned how to discharge that stress or how to shift your body and mind into a state of rest after high intensity effort. So what happens? Your brain stays in task mode, even in bed. Your body feels tired, but your system is still running. Learning to wind down isn't a luxury. It's the only way to stop turning stress into survival mode every single night. The path forward is to shift the way you relate to rest. I'm not gonna sit here and give you 10 tips to trick your brain. You've tried those already. Instead, we need to shift your relationship to rest itself. Here's where to start. Number 1, stop seeing rest as something you need to earn. If your body is asking for it, you need it, period. Not after more output. Rest actually allows you to be more productive. Number 2, interrupt the cycle before it spirals. The moment you notice thought loops ramping up, pause, breathe, acknowledge them, don't fight them, and redirect. Number 3, get out of your head by getting into your body. Physical grounding like stretching, sensation work, or slow breathing are often the fastest way to calm your mind. And finally, number 4, normalize internal silence. Stillness might feel strange at first, and that's okay. The goal isn't to eliminate your thoughts. It's to create space inside yourself that doesn't feel threatening. Another shift you need to understand is you don't need to push through this. You need to unlearn unhealthy ways of being that are keeping you stuck in this cycle. If your brain feels like it's constantly in overdrive, it's not because you're weak. It's because you're adapted to survive, not to rest. And that pattern needs to be unlearned. In the work that I do with my clients, we walk them through an exact process to help them calm their nervous system, build emotional safety, and create internal quiet, even if they've lived in anxiety for years. So if you're tired of overthinking, you're tired of laying awake exhausted, and if you want to feel peaceful again, not just productive, this is where that shift starts. You don't have to live in a constant state of mental chaos. You just have to learn a new system for coming home to yourself. If this video hit home for you, give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and consider subscribing for more content like this. And if you want to take the first step in order to break the anxiety loop for good, click the link in the description to grab my stress-free success guide, where I give you 5 simple science-backed strategies to relieve your stress, anxiety, and overthinking. I'll see you in the next one.